Good morning, students. I am going to teach you the topic of engineering materials and their properties, and it is the third sem chapter, and the chapter 1 is engineering material, and here we are going to study. First of all, introduction to material science. We know that what is material and we know that what is engineering, but it is the combination of engineering material, so that we have to know that first of all what is material. So a material is that out of which anything is or may be made. A material relates itself to matter. It means a material is that out of which anything is or may be made, that is comprises a wide range of metals or non-metals which must be operated upon to form a finished product. We can take it as copper, magnesium, any kind of living, non-living things is called material. So, next is what is the material classification. So here is the material classification, that is, one is metal, second is ceramic metal, C is organic material, D is composites material, and the last one is your semiconductor material. So first of all, we know that metal is classified as two types. One is ferrous material and another one is non-ferrous material. So this material classification, as we said, that we are going to study about one by one. So first of all, we know that what is metal. So here is the definition of the metal, that is, metals are composed of elements which readily give off electrons to provide a metallic bond and electrical conductivity. It means every metals have the metallic bond with each other and have the electrical conductivity must. Example of your metals like your iron, copper, magnesium, aluminium and zinc, any kind of non-living things you are using in your daily life basis. So first of all, the metal is classified into two types. We have studied that one is ferrous metal and another one is non-ferrous metal. We have studied in the previous slide. So what is ferrous metal? Ferrous metals contain iron and non-ferrous metal do not contain iron. This is the only difference about the ferrous metals and the non-ferrous metal. That is, the ferrous metal contains the iron, but non-ferrous metal do not contain the iron. Both metals each have their own distinctive properties. They have own properties. And some common ferrous materials are like your alloy steel, your carbon steel, your cast iron and wrought iron you are using, and the non-ferrous metals including your aluminium, copper, tins, etc. So next one is your characteristics of the material. What are the characteristics, or it is known as the property of the material. So first of all, we are going to study about characteristics. What are these characteristics a metal have? So first one is hardness, second one is good thermal conductivity, third one is strength, then stiffness, rigidity, ductility, relatively high melting point and low specific heat. Those are the full characteristics the metals have. Then next is your what is ceramic material. The second one is your ceramic material. So the ceramic material usually consists of oxides, nitrides, carbides, silicates or borides of various metals. ceramic materials are rock or clay mineral material. These words are, you are already have known about these words, that is what is oxides, what is nitrides, what is carbides, what is silicates, or what is borides. So ceramic material is the combination of these metals, like your oxides materials, nitride materials, carbides materials, silicates materials, and borides materials. So ceramic materials are generally the rock or clay mineral materials. It contains compounds of metallic and non-metallic elements such as magnesium oxide, silicon oxide, silicon dioxide, and glasses, etc. The ceramic material are those. And the example of the ceramic material we are using, that is your sand, your brick glass, cement, plastic, concrete, etc. Those are the ceramic materials. And what are the characteristics of ceramic, or the properties? What are the properties of ceramic? That is your brittleness, your hardness, high temperature strength, and insulation. Those are the characteristics of the ceramic. Our third material classified is organic materials. So what is organic materials? These are countless organic materials like natural, synthetic, or manufactured and based chemical on carbon. It is basically depends upon the carbon the metals have. So the example are rubbers, papers, plastic, woods, and textiles. For polymers material, it means the polymers materials composed of carbon compounds. And polymers are solid composed of long molecular chains. Those have the longest carbon molecular chains the organic materials have. And these organic materials include the polymer materials also. What is polymer? The polymers include the familiar plastic and rubber material. So polymer material is a kind of the complex of the plastic and the rubber material also. So your fourth one is your composites material. What is composites mean? Composites material consists of more than one material type, like your fiberglasses, where the glass fiber is embedded within a polymeric material. We know that polymeric material is a complex of carbon and plastic, but the composite material is a combination of fiberglass also and polymeric material also. It means the composite materials, in a simple word, the composite materials consist of fiberglasses, carbon, and plastic materials. So the third one is our semiconductor material. The semiconductor have electrical properties that are intermediate between the electrical conductor and insulator. The electrical characteristics of these material are extremely sensitive to the presence of minute. It means the semiconductor have the electrical characteristics like extremely sensitive presence of minute. The semiconductor have. And in our daily life, we are using the semiconductor most. Next is your properties of material. What are the properties of a material? Every material has the own properties or own characteristics, like your mechanical properties, physical properties, chemical properties, electrical properties, thermal properties, magnetic properties, optical properties, physical properties, technological properties. But in your syllabus, the properties of material means those indicates the three properties, that is your mechanical properties, physical properties, and chemical properties. So we are going for the properties of a material and briefly explain about it. So first one is our mechanical properties. So mechanical properties determine the behavior of engineering materials under applied forces and loads. Means it only indicates the applied forces and applied loads we are we are giving to a material. It is known as the mechanical properties of a material, and the mechanical properties are very sensitive to manufacturing process. Mechanical properties can be determined by conducting experimental tests on the material specimen.